Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing an extreme bathroom makeover, taking this bathroom from a boring, plain, builder grade bathroom to a beautiful, elegant, bold space. Here on my channel I share real life cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and home makeovers. If that sounds like something you would enjoy watching, I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get started. As with any makeover, we are going to start by simply cleaning up this space, not a deep cleaning. We will do that at the end after the makeover, just picking everything up, wiping things down so I'm not working in a messy or a dirty space. But like I mentioned, the deep cleaning will come at the end once all of the holes are drilled, just cleaning up after the makeover itself because sometimes making over a space can get a little bit messy. Once I'm done wiping the counter space off, I'm going to remove everything from this room, patch some holes, wipe some trim down, just do some general preparing for the makeover. And by remove everything from this room, I guess I just mean the plant, the stand, and the mirror. There's really not much in here to begin with. Everything is very plain, builder grade, flat paint, and just desperately needs a makeover. Now, before we actually start painting, I want to quickly mention that the color I decided on is actually not the color I originally wanted. I went against my gut feeling. I went to the paint store and chose something else, and I do regret it a little bit. It's not terrible, but I feel like I wanted something a little darker and a little more gray. The color I chose is definitely a little more vibrant than I was going for, so I may end up changing it, but this is one of those moments where I'm kicking myself, being like, dang it, you should have just trusted your gut. Always trust your gut. But at this point, it was so much work that I am going to try to get used to it before deciding on actually changing it. The color I went with was Indigo Batik, and the color I originally wanted was Charcoal Blue. So like I said, both very similar, both blue. I knew I wanted blue, but I did want a little more gray to it. And like I said, I feel like the color I chose is just more vibrant and almost looks royal blue in some lighting. On the other hand, in certain lighting, the color I chose is exactly what I was looking for. It almost seems like when the light is bright and cool, like a sunlight or a daylight, like our light bulbs that are currently in this bathroom, that is when the color looks the most vibrant. So at the end, I will end up switching out the light bulbs to see if that helps a little bit, which it does. And on the back walls where the daylight does not shine, I do really like that color. So I'm going to try to just get used to it. I'm going to give it time and play it by ear. And if there's ever a time where I'm like, I don't like this and I don't want to look at this color anymore, at that point I will change it. This was toothpaste on the wall from one of my children, but like I said, we're just cleaning up a little bit before we start painting. I want to take a quick break to talk about today's sponsor, SnapPower. SnapPower offers innovative lighting solutions to illuminate your life and make your home more beautiful. With their patented power extraction technology, they have transformed the standard outlet cover found in homes into a powerful array of products. Before partnering with SnapPower, we actually got our own SnapPower guide lights many months ago. We put them in our bedrooms, down the hallway, and in each bathroom, and have loved them. They have helped us so much, which is why I'm so excited to be partnering with SnapPower today. The guide lights are super easy to install. You don't have to worry about any wires or batteries or hiring an electrician or any of that. The LED light on the guide light lasts up to 25 years, and they're very energy efficient, costing only about $1 a year. The guide lights are super easy to install. You can install them within seconds. You don't have to worry about batteries or wires or hiring an electrician or any of that. The guide lights have a switch on the bottom where you can turn them from bright to dim to off. All of ours are on bright. They help the kids through the night if they need to come get robber eye or need to go to the bathroom. We don't have to worry about all of the lights turning on in the house. They're just simply guided to the bathroom with the guide lights. Like I said, we have loved having our guide lights throughout our home. If you want to check out SnapPower for yourself, you can click the link in the description below for 15% off your SnapPower guide lights.
Thank you so much, SnapPower, for sponsoring today's video.
Time to start painting this bathroom. This bathroom took me so long to paint. I probably will not paint another bathroom for some time, unless of course I decide to change this color, but it just took so long with all of the cutting in, going around the vanity and behind the toilet and just all of that. It took me 2 full days of painting. Of course, in between momming and homeschooling and making snacks and breakfast and lunch and dinner, basically the only other thing I was doing in between all of that was painting. So I ended up having about 2 hours of footage of just painting. So I sped it up as much as I could, or as much as I thought looked reasonably normal. So I hope you find painting satisfying to watch, because there is lots of painting in this video while I paint this entire bathroom. I know I mentioned this in my last makeover video, but I wanted to mention it again in case I get any questions about why I'm not using painter's tape, and it's simply because I don't want to. I feel like it's easier to not use it, and it adds an extra time-consuming step to use it. Of course I make mistakes here and there, but nothing significant. If you feel like you need to use painter's tape when you paint, by all means go for it. I just personally choose not to use it. Around the vanity was one of the hardest areas for me to paint. I wanted it to be perfect. I am somewhat of a perfectionist, and it irritates me when things are not perfect that I'm doing. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but that's how I've always been. If things are slightly uncentered or slightly crooked or just not exactly as they should be, it makes me have really bad anxiety, and I don't understand it, but I've always been that way. My poor husband, when I ask him to hang something or do something, he knows that it has to be just so, or I will look at it like, oh my gosh, and start to panic on the inside. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know why I'm like this, and I wish I wasn't. I wish I could let the small things go, but it just eats me alive on the inside. I feel so bad for him, but luckily at this point he understands, and he's very, very good at doing everything around the house. If there's anything ever that needs to be done, he can do it. I don't think he'll watch this video, but if he does, thank you so much for putting up with my nonsense, Rob. I love you so much. And I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way. Of course, I am grateful for every single thing he does. I just have some, I guess, personal issues of my own. I even mentioned to him the other day, I know true OCD is nothing to joke about, and those who have OCD, it's a serious struggle. But I asked Rob if he thinks I have any form of OCD because I always want things so perfect. I don't know how else to explain it, but it really does cause me some anxiety when things are not perfect. And I know that sounds horrible, and it's not meant to sound horrible. I'm actually just wondering if any of you have ever felt the same, or if you deal with the same thing. Like, I feel like I wish so badly that I could just let the small stuff go. Like, if it's not perfect, it is what it is, and nobody probably notices any imperfections but me. This is something I've never shared, and I'm not embarrassed about it. It just is what it is. Like I said, I've been this way my whole life. And as weird as it is, it wasn't until the last couple of years where I realized that not everyone is like that. I thought everyone wanted everything to be, you know, just so. I don't know another phrase for it, or perfect, or symmetrical, or even, or whatever you want to call it. I just want things to be where they are supposed to be, and I truly thought everybody was like that. And if you're listening to this thinking, then why is your house so messy if you are a perfectionist? And the reason is, I'm not really talking about messiness. I am more talking about things being, like I said, off-center or uneven or crooked. Believe me, I wish I was a perfectionist when it came to cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. That way my house would be absolutely spotless. But instead, I'm over here looking at my light fixture being slightly off center and obsessing over it. On the other hand, I know that everybody has their thing that bothers them. So let me know in the comments below, what is your thing that bothers you? Just some examples. I know for some, it's the way the dishwasher is loaded. Maybe it's the way clothes are folded, or the way things are put back into the fridge. Condiments go in the door and everything else goes, you know, other places. Let me know in the comments below, what is something that has to be just so for you? And hey, maybe I just sound like a crazy person. I guess that's okay too. I mentioned in the beginning how sometimes the paint looks almost royal blue, and you can really see that here. It looks really bright and vivid here. It even looks more bright and vivid on camera. It actually is a little bit darker than the camera is picking up. I'll put a picture of the paint swatch here on camera so you can see the true color, because I feel like on camera here it is definitely not picking up the true color. And even on screen when you're looking at the swatch, it may not be true to color, but at least it would be a little bit closer than what my camera is picking up. When I added the swatch there on screen, I was completely shocked that the camera does not pick up the right color at all. It is extremely deceiving. My bathroom is definitely not bright blue. So I guess you'll have to use a little bit of imagination here and just imagine it slightly darker and more gray than my camera is picking up, but it's still very, very blue. Now that the painting is done, it's time to put this bathroom back together, adding some new hardware, a new mirror. I already had a gold light fixture up. Rob will be helping me with this part, adding a new faucet. He will be putting the toilet paper roll holder in, adding some gold handles. My goal for this bathroom was to make it blue and gold. I just love that combination. I love how it looks. I think I would have liked it a little bit more had I chosen the other paint color, but I still have hope that I will get used to it. I'm also going to add a picture with a little bit of green in it, and I'm going to put the plant back in here. I'm adding the greenery from the plant and the picture with some green in it, which I will show you in just a minute. I'm going to do a little haul, show you the the handles. I also had some other things in my Amazon order that I'm just going to show you because they're in the box. So I might as well just show you what I got, but I'm adding that greenery to kind of throw off the blue and gold. I just don't want it to feel overwhelmingly blue and gold. So I'm hoping with the picture that ties everything together and the plant in there, it can kind of calm it down a little bit. I got both of these pictures on Amazon. I feel like I like the horizontal one that is less green with the blue pot on its own better, but because the other one is vertical and has more green, that is the one I'm going to be going with. Here's the mirror that will be going in the bathroom. I'm not going to completely take it out yet because it is the night before and I don't want to take it out and have it get ruined, so I'm going to put it back and then the next day we will hang it up and finish up in the bathroom. Now I'm doing a final deep clean of this bathroom. I'm finishing up this voiceover about a day and a half after I finished painting, and I feel like the paint in the bathroom needed that extra drying time to show its true color. I'm really starting to like it, and I'm actually very happy with my choice at this point. I know I've kind of flip-flopped from the beginning of this video, but when I initially put it on, it was very light, and I really like it. Maybe it's just the whole bathroom coming together. I kind of went through that phase of doubt in between. Anytime I do a makeover, I kind of go through that little phase of, oh my gosh, what did I do? Usually I just have to trust the process and I end up liking the makeover. So you got to experience my real-time thoughts through this makeover, and finally at the end here, I love it. I feel like it looks so elegant and is exactly what I envisioned. Even the pops of green really just bring this space to life. I love the dark, bold walls. I just love this bathroom now. It's probably my favorite room in the house. Anyway, thank you for coming on this emotional roller coaster makeover with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.